Hi everybody, in today's video we are going to attempt to make some spinach dip and go ahead and make some burgers and fries for dinner today. I have never tried to make spinach dip before, so this was my attempt. I'm definitely going to try this again, and I take no credit for this recipe. The recipe is linked in the description box. So I have my cream cheese, my mayo, my sour cream, of course a little bit of spinach and artichoke, and then I'm cooking with garlic salt, which I've never cooked with before, as well as onion powder. All right, a quick Athena break. She is upset with me right now. You can hear her in the background. And for our cheeses, we have some mozzarella and some Parmesan cheese. If you want specifics, go ahead and check out the recipe. The main thing that I messed up with this recipe is it called for frozen spinach. And I was debating on if I was going to try one recipe or this one. And I was like, I'm going to try this one. But by the time I bought everything, I had already had fresh spinach. So that kind of messed up the recipe slightly, but I think it still tastes pretty good. It was very much so like giving artichoke dip instead of spinach and artichoke dip. So you'll see later that I did attempt to fix it the next day. What I discovered is like spinach dip is actually pretty simple to make. It's all like a one bowl dish. You did see me like switch bowls mainly because I realized I don't have enough room to stir. Once I was done stirring everything, I went ahead and put it in the baking dish. I topped it with more spinach and more cheese, and of course I had to add some Tonys because that's just what I do. I went ahead and worked on my burgers. I love seasoning my burgers, so what I don't like to do is buy the patties that are already in the patty form, because I like the seasoning to be all throughout. So I'm adding all my seasonings. That's Tony's. I got some garlic powder, black pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and some crushed red peppers. At first, I started to mix it with my hands, and then I was like, this is way too much meat because I'm cooking for a family. So I was like, ew, I'm just getting grossed out. So I went ahead and got some gloves. As I was mixing the seasonings around, I did add a little bit more seasoning along the way. I just decided that it just wasn't enough just because it was so much meat and I was making like at least like 4 or 5 burgers. And so now for putting in the patty form, I wasn't getting too grossed out, and so I went back to using my hands, and especially because I kept washing my hands was drying out. I was like, whatever, but I was totally fine going back to using my hands to put it in patty form. One thing about burgers, you do want it to kind of sit at room temperature for like 30 minutes at least, so that it can cook thoroughly. So while my meat was getting at room temperature, I went ahead and worked on my pita chips. My pita chips, I just basically have some pita bread, used a pizza cutter to put in little triangle cute form. Before I put it in the oven, I used like a little bowl of olive oil, put some black pepper in it and some sea salt and some oregano leaves. So you're gonna also hear Athena's toy in the background. She took it, she went ahead and climbed up and got it because it's a little ring-a-ding-a-ling, and I was like, girl, can I try to do this video? And she just told me no. So go ahead and play with your toy, Athena, do your thing. And the one thing that I did do is I went ahead and poked holes in my burgers. I saw that, I kind of saw that on a cooking show, and I am no chef, so I just was like, well, let me try it out. And ever since I tried it one time, I was like, oh, I like this because it cooks well. So before I started working on my burgers, I did definitely toast the bread. I actually prefer to not use a cast iron skillet. I just wanted to try it out this one day. But I think I liked it better with a non-stick pan instead of this. I felt like it was like super greasy and it didn't cook the outside as much as I would have liked it to, but I definitely tried it out and I think it still tastes good. I just found that it could be the meat too. Of course that matters, but I just like the way it cooks better in a non-stick pan. I did not cook my burgers long. I kind of maybe did it for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, probably a little bit more. I like my burgers cooked medium. This burger was a little bit overcooked, a little bit medium well, and it was mainly because when I cook for a family, I find that I don't really get to my food when it's like hot. So I did warm up my burger a little, and you could see that the pink is already gone, but it's all good because things happen and we still gonna post this content, okay? Quickly show y'all, the next day I did add more spinach and the flavors were good, everything was good. I just needed to add some more spinach and I fixed it the next day. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope to see you in my next ones, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you like this kind of content. I will see you next time.